Welcome back to the counselor's office, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are back with more of Destiny 2 React, specifically the biggest reaction of this year so far. Bungie is laying off 220 roles at their company. Who could have not saw this coming? Now, I'm not saying this because I thought Final Shape was bad or, anything like that. I told you guys this a long time ago when I was arguing with people about the fate of the Final Shape, the fact that more people were going to lose their job after they tried to sneakily kill off 100 jobs or whatever it was. I knew it was going to happen again. And I said specifically in that video, as long as the same leadership at Destiny, like Pete Parsons, was allowed to run Bungie, and how I wanted Sony to take over to let them shine, here we are again. Here we are again with more layoffs. Let's look at the full statement. We're clicking the statement and then we'll go to Twitter. The new path for Bungie by Pete Parsons. Holy crap. The CEO is actually writing to the community. Again, let's take that with a grain of salt, because who knows if he actually wrote it or if he just slapped his name on it because he had his assistant do it. Who knows? I don't trust CEOs. This morning, I'm sharing with you all some of the most difficult changes we've had to make as a studio due to rising cost of development and industry shifts, as well as enduring economic conditions. It has become clear that we need to make substantial changes to our cost structure and focus development efforts entirely on Destiny and Marathon, which I think that's really cool. But like, aren't these people you're cutting from Destiny? Are you saying 220 people are not from Destiny specifically or Marathon? Are you cutting your costs, Mr. CEO? Last time they cut jobs at Bungie, I literally point out that I don't think the CEO is taking any cuts. He took no cuts at all to save his people. That's the problem with these people in leadership. They're not willing to actually step on the grenade themselves. They're willing to just take someone else and throw it on them so they can keep the money for themselves. That means beginning today, 220 of our roles will be eliminated, representing roughly 17% of our studio's workforce. Add on the percentage, what was it, 10%? So at least almost 30% of your workforce has already been eliminated in the past 2 years. These actions will affect every level of the company, including most of our executive and senior leader roles. Okay. Senior leader roles. That does make me a little excited, because like you are getting rid of possibly some trash in the leadership roles up top. But like, Mr. Peter, CEO, what about you? Are you going to take a price cut? Because you're part of the problem. Today is a difficult and painful day, especially for our departing colleagues, all of which have been made important and valuable contributions to Bungie. Our goal is to support them with the utmost care and respect. For everyone affected by this job reduction, we'll be offering a generous exit package, including severance, bonus, and health coverage. Oh, wow. This time you're actually going to show respect to the people you're firing. Oh, last time they kicked them out the door and they were really scummy about it. I don't think that would be good for their image. I think they got so much bad press because of last time. This is why he's saying it publicly. 2, they're actually taking the time to just actually give people their benefits instead of being scumbags. That's an improvement, I guess. Good for the people not being screwed over. We'll find out if there's leaks. There'll be leaks, unless there's like NDAs or anything forcing people from actually saying anything. It's very possible, because if they're getting all these bonuses, they might have to sign something if there is something scummy behind it. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. I realize all this is hard news, especially following the success we've had seeing for the Final Shape. Yeah, the Final Shape was really good. But we've been navigated the broader economic realities over the last year, meaning the pain and suffering that Lightfall has caused everyone has also impacted them. And after exhausting all other mitigating options, this has become a necessary decision to refocus our studio and our business with more realistic goals and viable financials. Let's be honest, Bungie really kind of put their hand into the pot and tried to make a bunch of different things. I think they were trying to make a show too. Like they were desperately trying to like expand themselves. And I think they went a little overboard. And I don't blame the workers there. I blame the people who are in charge who caused that. The person's fault for all of that is literally Pete Parsons and the other executive leaders. We are committing to 2 other major changes today that we believe will support our focus. Leverage Sony's strengths and create a new opportunity for Bungie talent. That's another thing. They haven't really said much about what Bungie or Sony has been wanting from them. It feels like the pressure for Sony is starting to kick in, and maybe Sony, we don't even know how Sony feels about the final shape. It could be very possible that the final shape success is not at the rate that Sony wants, right? You think about the success for Destiny and then put it to like God of War. It's not one to one. The playability, or it's not the playability, but the amount of purchases that people have had with that game and the amount of players playing God of War versus Destiny, the final shape, it's not going to be the same. But Sony did purchase Bungie with the intent of making money. And so it could be part of the pressure coming from Sony. And if they're not performing, again, I said that there's a possibility that Sony's going to sweep in and come in and dissolve Bungie, and this could be part of it, that they are desperately trying to keep that from happening, and so they are cutting 17% of their studio in order to not have that happen. Again, they're not saying that, but I think that's a huge part of the conversation. First, we are deepening our integration with Sony Interactive Entertainment, working to integrate 155 of our roles, roughly 12% into SIE over the next few quarters. SIE has worked tirelessly with us to identify roles for as many of our people as possible, enabling us together to save a great deal of talent that would otherwise have been affected by the reduction in force. Hold on, so they're eliminating 220 of their roles, but they're also integrating. So it's not just 17%, it's also 12%. So they're moving. So that is literally 29% plus whatever 10% was a while ago. They're fusing with Sony. Holy craps, it's happening. They are slowly dissolving into Sony. Enabling us to, okay, yeah, I mean, this part's great. I like this. I think we can all agree there's great talent. There's people who are passionate about games. I don't like seeing people getting fired unless they're the problem and they're the leadership. I think this is fantastic. Second, we are working with PlayStation Studio leadership to spin out one of our incubation projects, an action game set in a brand new science fantasy universe, to form a new studio within PlayStation Studios to continue its promising development. So they want to take, hey, can we get a different studio? It's not even going to be Bungie anymore. It's going to be a different PlayStation studio. Okay. And that could be, again, compromised with Sony. It's obviously Bungie can't achieve their goals. And so they're like, hey, Sony, here's this project. We're going to give it to you and some people that were working on it. Make it your own game. And so that's probably what it looks like. This is this will be a time of tremendous change for our studio. Let's unpack how we ended up in this position. It is important to understand how we got here. For over 5 years, it has been our goal to ship games in 3 enduring global franchises. To realize this ambition, we have set up several incubation projects, each seeded with senior development leaders from our existing teams. Yeah, I mean, they literally took Christopher Barrett and put him on the marathon team when he was like the man and people respected him for Destiny. Like, even to this day, he is respected. We eventually realized this model stretched our talent too thin too quickly. dude, you could tell video game consumers that, and they would have told you, hey, yeah, that's a bad idea. That's going to impact the quality of your product. It also forced our studio support structures to scale to a larger level than we could realistically support given our two primary products in development, Destiny and Marathon. Additionally, in 2023, a rapid expansion ran headlong into a broad economic slowdown, a sharp downturn in the game industry, our quality miss with Destiny 2 Lightfall. Wow. He actually admitted it. He said the thing. He literally said the thing. We effed up. Our quality miss with Destiny Lightfall, and the need to give both the Final Shape Marathon the time needed to ensure both projects deliver at the quality our players and expect and deserve. We were overly ambitious. Our financial safety margins were subsequently succeeded, and we began to run in the red. You're going to take responsibility for that, though, like, right, Mr. CEO? Again, I love that he is willing to talk about this. He's really to be a little bit vulnerable, like, hey, we messed up. This is it. And that's all well and dandy. But again, everyone else seems like they're taking the grenade for him. He is literally the leader. The job for you is to lead the team. And if you done effed up with your leadership, then you should be taking it. So I'm not hearing I'm taking pay cuts to save some jobs. It's more like some are going to Sony to save their jobs. Everyone else, bye. As a result, today we say goodbye to incredible talent, colleagues, and friends. Please, whatever. I don't think you were friends with any of them. Let's be honest. This will be a challenging time at Bungie, and we'll need a challenging time for everyone else besides you, Mr. CEO. And we'll need to help our team navigate these changes in a few weeks and months. This will be a hard week, and we know our team will need to come to process, to ask questions, and to absorb this news. Today and over the next several weeks, we will host team meetings and town halls, team breakout sessions, and private individual sessions to ensure we are keeping our communication open and transparent. Bungie will continue to make great games. We still have over 850 members building Destiny Marathon, and we will continue to build amazing experiences that exceed our players' expectations. There will be a time to talk about our goals and projects, but today is not that day. Today, our focus is supporting our people. Pete. Support your people by taking a pay cut, buddy. Listen, I don't want to be the dude that puts the damper on bad news, but about 50% of the player base is left. And a lot of that is because the Final Shape was the end of a conclusion. It was the end of a saga, end of a story, and there's nothing that's hyping people up for the future. In fact, episodes are just bad. Their seasons masked, and even some of the top players of Destiny have called this out. And people are leaving. A lot of people are leaving. I know people don't want to say, it's just the Destiny's dying crowd, but literally, your feelings can't argue facts. When 50% of your player base has left, that is bad. But a lot of people are leaving because Bungie has done such a poor job of announcing the future. Destiny 2 Frontiers. Wow, that's almost like we're back at the release of Destiny 1 where they're announcing a beta and we have no idea what the hell Destiny is. That's how it feels. That's what it felt like watching the Destiny 2 Frontiers. It's like, why we don't have an actual expansion announcement? It's just Destiny 2 Frontiers. Listen, more people are going to lose their job. If this number keep going down, if this keep going down and it stays in red, if they are staying in red, more people are going to lose their job. I fully expect more people to either lose their job or Sony's going to absorb the company. Destiny may not die completely. Let's be honest. People are like, you're saying Destiny's going to die. No, I guarantee you what's going to happen is Sony will absorb Bungie before they let Destiny die. That is literally the bread and butter that they purchased Bungie for. And I guarantee they will do something with Destiny. Don't think that Destiny is going to be dead. I don't think it'll die. I personally don't. But I do think Bungie will. If these numbers continue to go down, Sony likes money. And they will do what they can to get money. That's why companies like Xbox purchased Activision Blizzard, why they purchased Bethesda, is because they lack money. Okay. And and they want to compete against Xbox. And that, I know this is like a console war thing. They're like, oh, they don't really fall. They do. They're competing against Xbox. And if one of their product is not doing well, I'm just gonna say you're gonna see more cuts. Now let's go to Twitter to see how people feel. I thought this was interesting. Here we have DMG. He's back as the guy in charge of communications. Inexcusable industry-leading talent being lost. Yet again, accountability falling upon the worker who have pushed the needle to deliver for our community time and time again. Please maintain focus on those who've lost their position and income. Offer help where you can. Setting expectations, full focus for the coming days will be on people. Comms will likely be impacted for some time. Many apologies, but the health of the team and folks impacted take priority. Much love. I think he also said that that the TWAB for the week is also canceled. This is your TWAB. This is your info for the week. Your game is not necessarily dying, but your company is. All right, JK, I'm still employed, but I'm not happy at all. JK, I'm laid off too. Ooh. Well, if you ever need a Bungie certified capture artist, I'm here. This layoff also includes me. It's one of the most passionate, creative, dedicated people I've known. Also, across the country, practically all of my family and friends, because I moved here for the job of my dreams. No, I'm not okay. Not even the slightest. Look, I got a hit. I work a lot and I'm obsessed with work. Everyone knows this. There's nothing I could have done to not be laid off. In fact, I was literally working so much that so many people told me, you'll be okay. We need you to train and manage the outsourcers. Ooh. She knew, or they knew. Sorry, I don't know if it's a she. That Nadia knew that they were being replaced. When you're told to train and manage outsourcers, you knew you're getting fired. I didn't even tweet. Then I got promoted last month. But now I got the tweet that I got laid off. So, ooh. How do you get promoted and then get fired? Bro, my whole team is gone. The message just repeats, regret. God dang it. The message, regret. Dude, that was that throwback to Halo. I'm affected. I'm so sick and tired of these layoffs. Unionize. True. One of the biggest happy moments in recent history is getting to drive work with my brother. He's passionate, kind, and skilled. His reward is losing his job. I'm beyond furious. Think Peter Parsons. And even when the team was halved last time, we stuck out by each other and lifted each other up to make our team the best it could be. It was an honor to work with them. Only two of us remain now, and I'm not sure how long we have after today. Again, if this is any indication, you don't have very long. You might as well start looking for another job. I don't want to be the dude that says it, but I'm telling you because I'm going to be realistic with you. Numbers mean more than your feelings. Just got laid off. Was fun working with Bungie for a few major launches. Gonna find new stuff to get into. These people are being as positive as they could. Today is a difficult day for Destiny team. Out of respect to our friends and colleagues and give our team time to take care of each other, we're canceling this week's TWID. Okay. After 7+ years sharing many moments and memories for Destiny franchise, my time has come to end. I cherish all the wholesome folks from Activision to Bungie, along with a bunch of partners to support my passion. I'm sure I'll write up a bigger post later, but losing one of my dream jobs is shattering. I've left my little legacies. There's one in the final shape, CE, I guess, which one is me. I love the team and the people. Seeing how many incredible talent people are being let go is heartbreaking. Gary Clay, to those affected by Bungie, please reach out to me so I can assist with finding roles. I am so sorry you're going through this. You are so incredibly talented. I would love to work with you again. Okay, cool. There you go. Setting expectations. Oh, okay. This is Destiny 2. But yeah, let's go. Destiny 3 is trending. So is Bungie. Let's see what's going on. Sam, coward, you did this. You chose this. I'm already listed as do not work with, and I do not care anymore. You lied to my face, straight to it. You also invited me to come see your new car as 2 days before you laid me off. 2 days. Leave now. Ooh! I'm telling you, he's scummy. Where's the money going, Pete? Where's the money going, Pete? Gonna try to get this hashtag going, given the state Bungie and the greed of Pete Parsons causing hundreds of people to lose their livelihoods. I say it's about time. Step down, Parsons. I've heard enough. Pete Parsons and all the executives have to go, which apparently some of them are. Some of them are going. Sigh. Bungie, owned by Sony, announces they're cutting further 220 jobs, roughly 70%. This is already laying off dozens of employees back in October 23. They blame expanding too fast, coupled with the economic and gaming downturns. No, it's just we had bad leadership, who's overspending, who's not being intelligent, who burnt out so much of their money on Lightfall and other games, and it bit them in the butt. And the only one it's really biting in the butt is the people who actually cared about Destiny, and now they're fired. Resign, Pete Parsons. You and your leadership have nearly possibly ruined one of my favorite games and teams. Enough with all these layoffs in the game industry. Enough of the pain at Bungie. Here's the thing. I know people are not going to like this answer. You want Pete Parsons to get fired? Stop playing Destiny. Stop buying any of the seasonals or episodes, whatever. Stop buying cosmetics. Stop buying anything from their store. Stop giving Destiny your attention. They will lose a lot of money. More people will be fired. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. But it will impact the game so much that Sony will have to take over and they will fire Pete Parsons. That's the only way. And here's the reality. If you continue to give you your time and your money and all that stuff, Pete Parsons is still going to be there. He's still going to use everyone as live dummies. He's going to toss people on the grenades instead of him. So if you think you're doing people at Bungie, the developers, a service by continuing to buy things from them, you continue to buy the cosmetics and all this other stuff because you think you're funding them, you're going to save their job. You're stupid and naive. You're either stupid or naive or both. Pete Parsons is already shown himself to be a resilient son of a gun. He's going to use everyone as a dummy. He's going to toss them. You're not going to save anyone's jobs. So people are going to lose their jobs. You might as well rip the Band-Aid off, but rip it up so hard that Sony has to cover up. And when they cover up, they're going to remove the problem. And that's Pete Parsons. I'm sorry. No one wants to hear the truth. The truth hurts. Facts hurt. But you don't just simply get rid of a CEO because, oh, I'm saying mean words. I'm complaining on Twitter. That's not, if that was the case, then Elon Musk wouldn't be the CEO or whatever he is. Like, I'm telling you, you have people who are in CEO positions, authority positions, and they're not going to step down because you say something on Twitter. Your actions, your words, and your choices are going to ultimately decide the outcome. If you cut the source of funding and attention, it will force Sony to take over. And I know that's scary, but as long as Pete Parsons is in control, he's going to continue to cut people. I'm just saying it. Or you could take the gamble. You could take the gamble and see if he turns things around by firing all these people. But I'm going to tell you right now, he's been in control the entire time and it's not looking good. The final shape was a banger, but I mean, we've had no real announcements for Destiny. They fired some huge roles, especially in the past. They fired literally Salvatore, who made some banger music, some of it from the final shape as well. Like, what do we have to look forward to when we have nothing? So while you're out here tweeting about how you don't like let's see, Bungie assures employees Sony deal will not result in layoffs and restructuring. So that was a lie. Now, it was the truth until Pete Parsons overreached. But let's be honest, again, You want change as a community. You don't like Pete Parsons. Don't buy the games. Don't play the games. Don't buy anything from the games. And watch as the player, like when this starts decreasing to like the lowest it's ever been, like that's bad. But like I can think if you go back and oh no, it's actually just bad. This is bad. I don't think we've gotten that low. We've never gone 50% of the player base. Okay, this is pretty bad then. Never mind. Well, if this goes to like 60 or 70% cuts, then we're really gonna be cooking. Holy crap, I didn't realize. I mean, we've gotten close, but we really, that's actually surprising. Even the release, like we think of how the release of Destiny 2 was garbage, but even it was doing better than how we are now with the final shape. That's bad. Holy crap. And Destiny 2 literally was dying at launch because of how much people did not like it. Holy crap. This is bad, guys. Numbers don't lie. That's bad. That's real bad. Anyways, if you want changes, speak with your actions, not just your words, your Twitter words. Pizza Parsons doesn't care. He's rich. Why would he care about us poor people? I'm not poor, but you know what I mean. To us, we are poor. I mean, to him, we are poor. We're literally nowhere near his dollar brackets. Dude's on his yacht with his hot models or whatever they rich people do, and he's over there just like playing the next version of the Xbox 9000. I don't know. I'm just making crap up. But yeah, he's probably still on his yacht. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below. This is tragic. We hate to see it. Man, we hate to see it. Some people love to see this, but overall, I don't ask for anyone to lose their jobs except for the people that are the problem. And I doubt the 220 people who lost their jobs are all the problem for why we have issues in Destiny. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. It's probably not them. The wrong people are probably getting fired, except for some of the executive leaders. Good. Screw them. Peace. Get rid of them. I said get rid of all the head honchos. Get rid of them. I'm okay with that. But what about you, Pete Parsons? You're next. Eventually, Sony will take your job too. We can only hope. Game out.